Welcome back to Casa Corte, your home for interior design inspiration from the world's most fascinating creators. Today, we're diving into the glamorous, witty, and very English world of designer Nicky Haslam, a man whose work has shaped the way we think about elegance and eccentricity. Before we begin, don't forget to hit subscribe, give this video a like, and leave us a comment down below. We'd love to know which of Haslam's design choices inspire you the most, or which ones you dare to try in your own home. So, sit back and get ready to step into a world where refinement meets humor, where tradition winks at modernity, and where English attitude transforms ordinary rooms into unforgettable spaces. Nicky Haslam is more than just an interior designer. He's a society figure, a raconteur, and a tastemaker whose career has spanned decades. Born into the English upper class, he has always moved in circles of influence, bringing with him an innate sense of style. What sets Haslam apart is his refusal to conform to trends. Instead, he layers his designs with a mix of sophistication, wit, and a deep understanding of history. His interiors always feel alive, never sterile, always full of stories. From London townhouses to countryside retreats, from society dining rooms to private libraries, Haslam's portfolio is as eclectic as it is unmistakable. His clients don't just hire him for design, they hire him for his personality and his vision. For Haslam, glamour isn't about flashy decoration. It's about creating an atmosphere. He once said that glamour is the opposite of practicality, and in his rooms, you can sense that freedom from the ordinary. His idea of glamour is rooted in subtlety and storytelling. A shimmering fabric, a perfectly chosen piece of furniture, or a daring use of color can turn an ordinary room into a place of wonder. Yet, it's never superficial. Haslam's glamorous rooms have depth. They balance comfort with drama, wit with tradition. They invite you to linger, to dream, to be entertained. Haslam's work is deeply tied to Englishness, not in a dusty, traditional sense, but in an irreverent, playful way. He takes the English country house aesthetic and reimagines it with boldness and wit. He loves the idea of mixing high and low, an antique armchair next to a whimsical lampshade, a priceless portrait paired with a cheeky wallpaper. It's this contrast that creates energy and light. His designs reflect the English love of comfort, eccentricity, and self-deprecation. They feel grand, but they never take themselves too seriously. One of the most striking features of Haslam's rooms is their sense of humor. He isn't afraid to surprise his guests with unexpected details, playful juxtapositions, or a mischievous touch. A whimsical fabric on a formal chair, a bold color in a stately dining room, or a quirky artwork in a classical setting. All these choices reflect Haslam's belief that design should entertain as well as impress. This what keeps his work fresh. While many designers aim for timelessness through restraint, Haslam achieves it through personality, ensuring his rooms never feel dull. Haslam's influences are vast, from 18th century French interiors to English country houses, from American glamour to contemporary art. He blends them effortlessly, creating rooms that feel both familiar and surprising. His worldliness comes not just from books or museums, but from a life lived among artists, musicians, aristocrats, and creatives. Each project is infused with that richness of experience. What's remarkable is how Haslam adapts these influences. Rather than pastiche, he creates hybrids, spaces that feel authentic and personal, never like replicas of another era. Color plays a starring role in Haslam's interiors. He isn't afraid of deep reds, soft pinks, vibrant greens, or dramatic blacks. His palette always serves the mood he wants to create. But beyond bold choices, Haslam understands restraint. A single accent of shocking pink or a muted wash of celadon can completely transform a space without overwhelming. For him, color is character. It sets the tone of the room, creates emotion, and tells part of the story. Haslam's rooms are tactile experiences. He layers fabrics, finishes, and surfaces to create spaces that don't just look good, but feel good to inhabit. Velvet against stone, silk against rustic wood, polished bronze beside worn leather. These contrasts make his interiors feel dynamic and full of life. Texture becomes a form of storytelling, reminding us that design is not just visual, but deeply sensory. Furniture in Haslam's interiors is never generic. Each piece feels chosen for its story, its character, and the way it interacts with the space. He mixes antiques with contemporary designs, always aiming for personality over perfection. A slightly worn chair may be more charming than something brand new. For Haslam, a room is a stage, and each piece of furniture is part of the cast, unique, expressive, and unforgettable. Art plays a central role in Haslam's rooms. Whether it's classical portraits, modern canvases, or quirky objects, he uses art as a way of anchoring spaces with meaning. He doesn't see art as decoration alone. It's part of the conversation, part of the wit and charm that gives his interiors life. In Haslam's hands, art doesn't intimidate, it invites. It encourages curiosity, laughter, and engagement. Every Haslam interior feels like a narrative unfolding. They are not static spaces, but stages for life, full of references, memories, and hidden jokes. He often includes nods to history, personal quirks of his clients, or cultural references that make the room feel alive with character. This storytelling aspect ensures that his designs are never impersonal. They feel like reflections of lives well lived, not just stylish settings. While his interiors can be lavish, they are never uncomfortable. Haslam insists that luxury must also be livable. A sofa should invite lounging, a dining room should encourage laughter, a bedroom should feel safe. This balance between comfort and grandeur is one of his greatest achievements. Few designers manage to blend them so seamlessly. The result is rooms that are both glamorous and welcoming, a rare combination in the world of high design. Over the years, Haslam has designed for aristocrats, celebrities, and influential figures. But what unites his clients is not just wealth, it's personality. His clients often share his love of the unexpected, his sense of humor, and his desire for something that reflects individuality. This explains why Haslam has remained in demand for decades. He doesn't impose a formula. He creates a world tailored to each client's essence. Haslam is known for being outspoken, witty, and sometimes controversial. His personality is as much a part of his legend as his interiors. He isn't afraid to poke fun at design cliches, nor does he shy away from bold opinions. This makes him both admired and, at times, provocative. But it's this charm, the mix of confidence, humor, and candor, that ensures his place in the design world is truly unique. Haslam's work continues to influence younger designers who admire his refusal to conform to trends and his ability to make rooms feel personal. His legacy lies not just in the homes he's decorated, but in the attitude he brings to design, wit, elegance, and an unapologetic embrace of individuality. In a world where interiors often chase fashion, Haslam reminds us that true style is about character and courage. What can we take from Haslam's approach? First, don't be afraid of humor. Rooms can and should make you smile. Second, embrace contrast. Pair high with low, old with new, serious with playful. It's those juxtapositions that create energy. And finally, design for life, not just for looks. A glamorous home should be lived in, laughed in, and loved. Thank you so much for joining us today at Casa Corte as we explored the world of Nicky Haslam, a designer who proves that glamour, wit, and English attitude can transform interiors into something unforgettable. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, hit that like button, and leave us a comment sharing your favorite element of Haslam's style. We'll be back soon with more stories from the world of design. Until then, keep dreaming, keep creating, and keep your interiors full of personality.